Hello, Internet. I'm Dan.
I'm Chaz, and this is the Wine and Serious Business Show. It'd be episode 28, and we're talking about cheap-ass wine. We got our money right in this episode.
It's been a while. We haven't done cheap stuff since the Thunderbird show. People love that.
Yeah, we're going to do Mad Dog 2020. Look for that one in the near future, actually.
A little bit of Chaz's childhood.
Yeah. Close to my heart. Anyway, these wines are sold at 7-Eleven. Is that what the deal is
true.
with these? Is this like a 7-Eleven exclusive? You
Yeah.
know a little bit more about
Yeah,
this.
Calistoga Road. I heard about this from my friend Shane. He's like, do you know that 7-Eleven's making wine now? And I'm like, no, that's ridiculous. And while they may not be making it specifically, this is an exclusive label to 7-Eleven. So they've got this. This is just sold through them.
Yosemite Road.
Crazy. You know, I was wondering if they'd have the big logo right on the front. They've got the 7 Select, right? The new classy food from 7-Eleven
Nice.
that they're doing. I thought maybe they'd put that across the bottle.
That's the foodie.
Exactly.
The foodie.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right.
But they didn't do it with this. It's Calistoga Road is what they've decided to call it, or Yosemite Road. What am I?
Yosemite. Yeah.
Yosemite
Road.
I don't know. Calistoga. It's in
That's
there.
all right.
It's like, they could make wine called that.
It's true.
Yosemite Road, exclusive to 7-Eleven, which means that, well, at least for those of you in the States, you can probably pick some of this up pretty easily. It's probably all over the place. I have no idea what the production is. I don't even know where the fruit's from.
It's probably
Is
made
it
by Charles
California?
Shaw or something. Who knows?
It could be. There it is. Yep, California Chardonnay, California Cabernet Sauvignon.
It's made in Livermore and Ripon, California. R-I-P-O-N.
$3.99.
Yeah, and if you're in, what was that, Massachusetts?
Maine.
Maine or Iowa, you could turn this bottle in for a deposit in this down economy. That's really nice.
Yeah, that makes it less than $4 for the bottle.
Fucking cat. I got a cat recently. He's retarded.
It's taken
anyway,
to the trash.
Yeah. Okay. So start with the Chardonnay, I guess.
Start with the Chardonnay.
All right. You know where to put the bottles at.
It's a nice cheap wine. Is this even vintage? No, it's non-vintage.
Non-vintage.
12.5% alcohol by volume.
Color's rather clear
Quite clear.
and quite clear.
Smells like Chardonnay.
Well, it's a lot of acidity coming through.
A little bit of pear fruit. Something a little heavier, like a little bit of mango or something.
Nothing bad. That's like the thing. Like going into this for $4, you're expecting like Mad Dog 2020, where you smell it and you smell nothing but booze and shit. And it smells like wine.
Yeah. It smells alright. Fruity. That's alright. Apple flavors. A little bit of tropical something there. I'm not going to stick with the mango.
Pineapple.
There you go. A little flat on the finish, but
It's not bad.
wow, I'm impressed at $4. This
Yeah.
isn't great wine, but
We did just film a show, so our palates have had a bunch of Pinot in it at this point. But yeah, there's the acidity. I mean, it's not a well-built wine, right? It's got a lot of fruit, really flabby. There's no structure, like as far as acidity. It's kind of just there and whatever. But
a little bit of sweetness, and you can tell that's intentional. Wouldn't surprise me if there's
Right.
a little bit of residual sugar in there.
they're going for that because that's what the consumer
But-
wants at this price point. But
That's true, and if you like your wines a little candified, a little sweeter, it's probably alright.
man, if you're going over to your parents' house and they have no idea what wine is, or like they just, oh, mom likes to drink Chardonnay, and you need a bottle of Chardonnay to like throw at her. Hit her
You
in the head.
forgot your good Chardonnay at home?
Yep. No, good. Are you kidding me? You gonna take this out to a restaurant? Like, oh, I forgot my good Chardonnay.
No, your parents' place.
I love you, Mom, but I tried good Chardonnay on my mom once, and
Oh.
she was just like, oh, it's wine. I'm like, all right.
Didn't work out.
Yeah.
I don't know. You get the point. For $4, I think it's worth it. Do I see myself drinking it? No. Would I drink it at a party? Somebody else brought it out? Yeah, totally. And I can't say that about very many sub $5 bottles.
Totally stainless steel fermented here. There's like not really any oak on it. It's fine. It's
Pretty light.
81 points, and I'm not even trying to be generous here. Like it's not bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 84. I really my only complaints are the lack of it. You know, it's not very interesting, and it's
There's
a little
no
it's
integration.
it's a little candified,
Yeah.
but it's totally drinkable, and and pleasant, right?
Right, and that's a tough thing, right? Is as you're a wine connoisseur or someone who's into wine, kind of geeky about it, it's hard to find cheap ass bottles that you can even tolerate. And this is one of those in my
You know where this comes in handy? So I was just talking about how you can get this in many places in the country. A lot of times when you travel, you don't know where wine shops are. Maybe you're in the middle of a small town Midwest or something like that, and you're trying to find something to drink. You can't find anything.
Just want
Totally
to
drinkable.
sip something in the hotel room or something, you know. Like,
Yeah. I drink this. I drink this over a lot of $10 bottles.
There you go.
That's the truth.
Not bad. Well done,
the
Fred.
red.
I'll pour us.
All right, I'll pour some. It's time for some rinse, and we'll get into the Cabernet Sauvignon.
Pretty light color right off the bat, you can tell that already.
It's not a light rinse, but
Sorry about that.
it's all right. I'll make do.
I tried to do myself a little bit like the same, but I did pour less. Anyway,
You'll have to pour this wine for Trisha when she gets back.
she'll pick this out. I can already tell. I can already feel the sweetness on it. There's no doubt that there's residual sugar in both of these wines.
This nose is bad. I don't like it.
Now this comes across like cheap cheap Cabernet.
What the hell?
No, it comes across like viney, like old wood bark, with like
Some freaking rotten grapes.
Yeah, there's some leaves going on in there, right? There's a little bit of like rotten leaves going on. A little autumn leaf pile.
You got that fake orange grape juice, that really sugary grape juice. It's right on the verge of being purple drink, but it's not quite. You know,
Purple drink.
Grape drink. You know, it's just
Drink.
barely juice. It's like 5% real juice in it. Really synthetic, and you've left it open in your fridge for like 3 weeks, and this is what you get.
Yeah, it's like some rotten Welch's.
Like just something totally stale.
Not bad. Dan pretty much.
Oh,
He pretty much hit it actually. It's like some less like that. Like maybe you had a bottle of Welch's that you left in your car during the summertime. Like for a month, and it didn't blow up, and then you decided to stick it in the fridge, and came back to it after like 6 months or something like that, where after, there's just some partial fermentation going on inside.
yeah, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. Starts out light on the palate, and you get a little bit of some nice cherry flavor right out of the start, and then whatever that flat, rotten flavor is that you get on the nose comes rolling in on the mid palate, totally wipes everything else out. It's like a little bit of garbage bag.
There's a
little bit of
bottom
dark
garbage going
cherries.
there, yeah.
It's gross. It's gross. I would have a hard time finishing a glass of this wine to be polite. Man, I'm angry.
It's not bad. Because it's got residual sugar. And if you can...
That's going up on
if
the
you can-
famous quote, it's not bad because it's got residual sugar.
If
That's
you
blooper reel quality.
If you can throw all other thoughts to the side and focus on the sugar, as a normal human being and not a wine connoisseur, you can get through this wine. If you don't, or if residual sugar is not something you're looking for, then this wine is absolute garbage. I'm still in the low 60s or mid 60s with this wine for a score, but I think this is it's very obvious where they're going with this wine. They're aiming it at the people who aren't typically wine drinkers. They just want to pick something up and take to their friend's house, right?
Someone they don't like.
Wow. I think I could give this to my friend James, who's not a wine drinker, and he'd love it because of the sugar in it. Just saying, bro.
And I'll agree. The first couple seconds are like, oh, this could be enjoyable, but bad flavors wash everything out. You've heard me mention this in other episodes. I'm like, oh, this wine's a red, it's getting me excited, but there isn't anything I can complain about. You expect this bad stuff out of some cheaper wines. This is above and beyond stuff that I don't like.
It tastes like garbage bags. It tastes like plastic.
Yeah, and it grows at the end too. It starts out okay, and it just gets worse and worse and worse and worse. I drink Night Train over this any day.
Yeah, I agree with you
Um,
there. I would rate the night train on this 68 points.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I'm gonna go 60 points on this. It's in the middle of a void. It's not at the very bottom.
Yeah, it's not at the very. I'm gonna go 55, because I can imagine worse wines. You know, I know they're out there.
We can bring up some Charles Shaw Cabernet sometime. We gotta do the Charles Shaw lineup. That's what one of our shows is gonna be.
Yeah, I've had a couple of Charles Shaw releases before. They've all been quite a bit. No, this is easily one of the worst wines I've had in quite some time.
It's not good. Yeah, not bad. The Chard, I'm impressed with the Chardonnay.
And especially in contrast, considering that it's the same label, the same production, that's really amazing. Like, I think they did a decent job with this. That's fine, $4 wine. If I had one of these, I would pay somebody $4 to take it away from me. Easily. It's
You're
horrible.
gonna give me $4? I'll drink the rest of your glass for $4.
No, because you're a bum and drink horrible liquor happily.
Thanks, Dan. All right, so that's our show for today. For our question of the day: what's your favorite cheap drink? Comes to alcohol. Like, you're not looking to spend any money; you just want to get drunk. What is it?
Not
Is
this.
that a question? Is that a question?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Okay.
That's a good question.
All right.
Thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll have some better wine to share with you next time.
Bye, guys.